We were just talking about being fit and how important it is to keep all three parts, mind, body, and soul, in balance, keeping all three areas fit. There is a wonderful word in Hebrew that some of us might be familiar with. It's the word shalom. It's a greeting of peace. But what some people might not know is that the greeting goes way beyond the offering of peace. It offers wholeness, which is wellness of the mind, body, and soul. And that is what we hope for everyone. So let's start by talking about the first element, the mind. What are the things that you fill your head with? Or maybe should I say, what do you allow the world to fill your head with? These are the things that we hear and view each day. The world, by the way, has changed significantly over the past decades. And I'd like to share some differences about the world then and the world now. My youth started in the 60s and 70s. Life was really simple then. Not only because I was a free-spirited child and had no worries in the world, but life was different. Women actually had an opportunity to take care of the family and feel good about it. We didn't overspend and could live comfortably off one income. The children came home after school to a parent, and we were not consumed by all the after-school activities. After doing our homework, we simply went outside to play, and that was our exercise. I guess I wonder how we've allowed ourselves to get to this point. We now overcommit our time and our money to a point well beyond what is healthy. And when it comes to some of our values in life, we end up with this feeling of indifference. Indifference is such a scary quality because at that point, we no longer care. So how are we filling our heads? It has gotten to the point where the world doesn't think twice about watching or hearing about violence, vulgarity, and sex. It's all a norm. All you have to do is turn on the television and go to any channel. Going back to the 70s, I remember getting excited about watching the Brady Bunch each week. Times have definitely changed. Violence, sex, vulgarity. I'm fairly certain we've had all these things since the beginning of time. But the lines and the barriers have become so blurred. We really need to be protective of what we allow in our heads and in our homes. If you fill yourself with the negative, your life will align with the negative. If you fill yourself with the positive, you will align with the positive. Although this is not rocket science, we simply need to work harder at this. There is still hope. We still have positive things in our world. I love entertainment shows today like American Idol, Rising Star, and The Voice. Not only are they very entertaining, but there's an opportunity of showing ordinary people sharing their gifts. Many of them will share their life testimonies and what they are trying to overcome. Some show their physical constraints. To me, this represents what we should be doing with our lives as well. Being the best that we can be despite our weaknesses. It's beautiful. It doesn't make sense for us to turn on the television for entertainment and then simply allow it to feed us garbage. So just be protective. It is up to us to nourish ourselves the best way we can. What you let in is what fills you up. What are you listening to? What do you allow into your head? One of the other things that I started to listen to a couple years ago was this really great radio station. It's called K-Love. It's a faith-based radio station with positive and encouraging messages throughout the day. You can access it from any location from the live stream on the internet, klove.com. Not only is the music great, but they have amazing broadcasters as well. They are so down to earth and talk about such beautiful and uplifting stories, and has become such a joy to listen to them. We simply need to choose to welcome these positive things into our life, things that are loving and encouraging. What are you reading? Are you reading about your faith? How can you pour more good into yourself by what you read? I enjoy surrounding myself with about 5 different books each night, and then I'll pick 1 or 2 of the books to give myself my needed dose before I go to sleep. There are so many things that we can learn about and feed ourselves as human beings at the same time. Anyway, I think you get it. We simply need to be protective. We need to be selective and fill ourselves and our minds with only the good stuff. Being filled with only good, positive, and joyful things is just another step in becoming the fit person that we hope to be.